Hello and welcome to Beyond the Ball. I am Collie. This week I am joined by Bono. Paddy.
We're back, baby. I knew they're doing shit.
Right here. We're gonna take down our copyright here now.
How long have I been suffering with you two fuckers being Liverpool and Chelsea supporters and like absolutely killing me season upon season? And it's only been 1 week, but you both lost and we won, so I'm gonna take it all day long.
Liverpool drew. I'm just gonna say that, but
may as well. We lost the last game against Brentford 3-1.
Yeah, I suppose.
I think Wolves the weekend.
We haven't given Connor any
for
for that.
I'm talking about the league here.
I'm here as well, by the way. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, we have Connor as well. Lads, we're already milling each other over, and it hasn't even we haven't even kicked in past the intro yet. We're gonna be chatting about the last week. Slightly depressing as a Chelsea fan. Paddy's very happy, and Connor's very lucky. So yeah, we're gonna dive into it, lads. We're gonna jump straight onto it. And we're going to go into the football review. I'm not sure why I put myself under so much pressure there. I clicked that and fucking had to finish the sentence real quick there. I don't know. Lads, where do we want to go first? Where do you want to go?
You love a rant, so.
Right. I'm happy with any of them. That's okay. Oh yeah, that
one. First match that we're looking at, Chelsea and Man City. This is the Premier League game we're talking about here. Manchester City beating Chelsea 1-0.
This is the one you've done well in.
Yeah, done well in. Manchester City.
The little laugh at the end.
Manchester City, right? Now, I put up a rant about this as well, and people kept somebody in saying, "Oh, we only lost 1-0. We only lost 1-0," and people were happy losing 1-0 at home against Man City. Like, that's embarrassing as a Chelsea fan now. Like, we used to the Bridge used to be a fortress, and now it's just a fucking shit show there. Like, we used
like Liverpool now. Back in the day, is the history like? Oh,
well, look, we have recent history. That's the only thing I will say. But lads, Man City had the worst 45 minutes of football I've ever seen them playing. And people said we played good. We didn't play good. Manchester City were absolutely fucking atrocious in that 45 minutes. So there was no like Chelsea playing good, Potter having great success. Not great success. No, it was ridiculous.
Great success. We're speaking like our foreigners.
Like fucking you may as well be fucking boring.
They played good. It's great success.
But no, they played the worst 45 minutes of football I've seen them play. Chelsea played okay, but because they were so bad. Pep made the changes straight away. He brought on he took off Walker and Cancelo and completely changed the game. And then the second half they just tied with us and get that fucking Chelsea or Man United more.
He's rattled. Having rattled.
Can you just go full screen there and have a rant, will you? For full screen.
I could just see the mug, like it's not even drinking out of it and it's empty.
You're the fucking mug.
Yeah, you mug.
Fuck the boats. But anyway, lads, Chelsea shocking. That match was embarrassing. It wasn't a good performance. 1-0 doesn't tell the story. We got bashed. We couldn't break them down. We were shy. And we move on to the next one because the next one was even fucking worse. We lost 4-0 away. Like, that's ridiculous, lads. It's just so embarrassing. This was men against boys in this match. And there's no other way to describe this. They broke us down. They had their way with us. We had a great time, but not in a good way. And that was what it was. It was just they bent us over. They penetrated deeply, and we couldn't handle it, you know? And if anybody's tuning in now, yes, this is a football podcast. So, lads, I don't know what to say anymore. If this was maybe a smaller defeat, I would say okay. Like, but I'm not really saying okay because
I just feel the smaller defeat doesn't matter.
Doesn't really.
Look, I've been in this position when Ferguson left, and it seems like the longer he's in the position, the bigger the rot is going to get. And you're going to end up, you have players now coming out speaking against the manager as well. And it's just going to become a toxic dressing room. like a joke of a club. And like literally, if you don't get rid of him soon and get a good manager in, you're going to be looking at a good
I
few
do
bad
have a
years.
fear that we're not going to get rid of him because we keep signing all these players and they're investing heavily and like they're being linked with everybody. Lads, I have a little list here. Now, it's not even half the people, but we have Joe Felix, who apparently we have confirmed today on loan. Fernandez, who fell through because we wouldn't pay the clause. He's back training with Benfica. Lukaku's come out and said he wants to stay at Inter Milan and he'll do whatever he can to stay at Inter Milan. Don't mind that one. Fuck off.
He leaves so much he can't fit on the plane.
Needs 2 seats. Benoit Badiashile, I don't know how to say that name, but this guy is another fucking Koulibaly where he jumps in and dives in like a lunatic. He's going to be shocking if we get him. In fact, I think we've actually signed him already.
Yeah, I saw him.
I think
There's so many centre backs.
21 years of age. 21 years of age. The next person that we were linked in, and I don't know what last I saw we were heavily linked. I don't know whether it's actually done or not. Is Andre Santos, who plays for Vasco da Gama. This guy is 18 years of age, so there again another young guy. Then we had David Fofana, who made his debut there against Manchester City. I think he's 19 or 20. Another fucking underage player. He's a striker now.
He's going out on loan now till June.
I wouldn't be surprised. Marcus
Thuram
is another one.
player. You make it sound a bit like ropey.
Well, it is.
It is underage player.
Football in terms, it is ropey. Marcus Thuram was another guy we were linked to. I actually wouldn't mind getting him. He actually looked half decent when he came on the World Cup. Nkunku, we've already signed. I was going to say. Nkunku, we've signed. We signed him already, and he broke his fucking leg or he done something to his knee, so he's going to be a liability. We were linked with Liao. That fell through. We've got your man Chukwuemeka, or whatever the fuck his name is. I think he's 19. Everyone we were going for and everyone we signed is under the age of 23. We're not mixing experience with youth, and it's gonna fall through. And this whole thing of we're building for the future. This is a classic reason why Potter won't get sacked, because all these young players are coming in. It's gonna be an excuse now because we've got so many young players and we're building for the future. Bollocks! I don't want that. I want it right now, and that's what every Chelsea fan wants it right now. We're not a fucking building culture. We want it instantly. And I know it's terrible to say, but that's just the way it is.
Not anymore.
Well,
I was done the old regime. It's a new regime now.
And I'll tell you one thing, right?
And when you hear, and you were saying about it can't be the owners. It's not the owners. I can't wait to hear in a few years saying, get him out of the club.
Well, I'll tell you what, right? I've already taken shots at Todd Bowley because Tuchel was there, and yeah, he was having some bad results, right? Now, when he got sacked, the likes of Kante, I think, was in and out of injury, wasn't fit. Reece James was injured, fully injured. I think Chilwell may have been in and out of fitness as well. And now Potter has the exact same thing, but everybody's okaying it as an excuse. So, like, why is he's in a worse position than Tuchel's in? So why is he not feeling the same wrath? I know he's only new in there, but he's not getting the best out of that team.
He's English.
That has to be the only reason. Like, and Todd Bowley has come in and he sacked Tuchel because Tuchel fought against him for signing Cristiano Ronaldo. Look how that played out, and look how fucking Potter's playing out. And Potter was brought in there because he's a yes man. He doesn't have any experience at this level, so he's not going to ever fight the fucking owner, especially when the owner says, "I'm signing this guy."
Why didn't he get Ronaldo then when he left United?
We should have got him. I would have taken Ronaldo. I definitely would have taken him.
If that was the deal breaker with Tuchel, then why didn't they get him then when Tuchel wasn't there?
I don't know. But that was the reason. That was the reason why he fell out with him, because he was so adamant that no, we're not signing Cristiano Ronaldo, and that's it. And that was the reason they fell out. Now, apparently, there was rumors that Todd Bowley said that Tuchel didn't have the same vision as the club, which is horseshit. Because if he's saying no to Ronaldo, he clearly does have a good vision for the future. So, lads, I don't know. It's bleak. It's bleak times at Chelsea, and it's not a good time to be a Chelsea fan.
And Tuchel would know 100 times more about football than fucking Bowley would.
Well, sure, even, I can't remember who it was. One of the pros came out and said that he was speaking with one of the Chelsea players, and they came out and said the difference between training at Tuchel's level and Potter's level is fucking A to Z. So that's not good if one of the current players has come out and said that. That's never a good sign.
She's going to get Pogba next season.
Yeah, well, look, he's better than what we fucking have. Yeah, he's too old, yeah. We only sign people under 23. Lads, anything else you want to ask me about Chelsea, because I'm ready to move on.
Did you not lose another game, or is that all the games you lost?
Do you know what? Do you know what, Paddy? We probably fucking did, right? We probably lost fucking loads of them. And actually, we'll talk about it later. But we were 10th. I think we are 10th in the league.
Which, that must hurt.
That's the 10th position. Come on, Paddy, will you stop it?
Sorry,
stop it. Right, I don't like this, Paddy. Right, I hope
no,
City spank us this week.
I prefer crying Paddy as well.
Yeah, I prefer depressed on the bottle.
We have City this week and then Arsenal the week after. I'm going to be crying in a couple of weeks, ain't you see? Or else I'll be even more obnoxious.
Right. Well, look, we'll move on and we'll give you the time to be obnoxious. So, Paddy, the next one, 3-1 to United. Talk to us about this one.
Like, we didn't even play that well, and we still won 3-1. It's like the sign of something coming. You know, did you see Ten Hag out of even Klopp, Pep Guardiola, out of first 25 matches, he has a win percentage of like 72% or something.
Paddy, I want to ask you something because we talked about it last week. I put a video up about Ten Hag asking, was he going to get too power hungry? This new thing that has come out now is that he wants to cap all the players' wages at 200 grand, and that is going to cause absolute mayhem. That to me is a man that is power hungry, and he's going to fucking shoot himself in the foot. I guarantee you, before the end of the season, he's going to shoot himself in the foot, and the players are going to stop performing, and he's going to piss people off. Guarantee it.
We'll see. We'll see.
So, Paddy, come on, talk to us. How did you perform in this match? What was the story? You went 1-1, I think, at one stage, didn't you?
Yes, there was Everton went ahead, then we scored, then we got the own goal, they got the own goal in the second half, and then we went ahead and just won the game. It was never really in doubt. The first goal was against play, and then the second goal, or the goal we got then after the start of the second half, which was the own goal, we just controlled the game after that then without having to really do much. Bad injury for Donny van de Beek. Could be out for a year. I'm not sure. No, it's not nice to see for a footballer, you know.
No, but he's been out for the last 3 years anyway, so I don't know what the problem is.
Yeah, no, yeah. But yeah, just another the seventh win on the bounce for United. Disappointed not to get another clean sheet. But we did.
Off. Beggars can't be choosers, Paddy.
Oh yeah, but still, you know what I mean. You have to strive for perfection at a club like Manchester United, you know.
Like you have for the last 10 years, is it?
Yeah. No, we're a happy man through to the next round, and did not want a replay, but I suppose we didn't get the replay, and then the Premier League said, sure, we'll give you an extra game against Crystal Palace next week to sandwich in between City and Arsenal, which was a bit of a joke. So testing 2 weeks, we'll know a lot more about United's season after the next 2 weeks. Although saying that as well, if we get these 2 games out of the way and we have another run of handy enough games, you're going to still see the teams around us, such as Tottenham, Liverpool. I wouldn't even say Chelsea now because they're not near us, but they'll all be dropping points. Sorry, Holly, again. Sorry.
It's hard to hear, but the problem is I know it's true. So that's the worst part. I can hear it all day, but when I know it's true, that's the one that hurts. RC, what about City's kids leathering Chelsea? No doubt that is my brother who supports Manchester City, and it was embarrassing. It's not nice to see. Chelsea played a full team, and City had their kids out. Like it was embarrassing. Like embarrassing.
But I said this in the last podcast. I said that I thought City were going to lash us over in the Etihad, but you had a small chance. But I still thought you would lose in Stamford Bridge. And to be honest, Joe, I don't see us winning against anybody now. The way the current form, like the confidence in the squad is at rock bottom, and it's nearly Liverpool are only following them up now.
Havertz's handball though, that's just Chelsea season, like
it's just retarded, isn't it? Like you're jumping up and like that's a goalkeeper punch right there. Like that's if a goalkeeper does that, you're saying what a punch that was. Do you know what I mean? Like that's a ridiculous one. Takes it off his head. Like Connor, actually, sorry, I know we're on United, but actually we haven't got your thoughts on Potter really. What do you think of the whole situation? I'm gonna go jump back to it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not his fault, I suppose. That's the manager he is. He was offered a nice job. You're not going to turn it down, you know. Is he out of his depth? Yeah, probably. And the signings don't exactly inspire confidence. I think the Nkunku signing is a good one, but as you said, it's fine signing someone for 6 months' time plus probably another 1 or 2 months with an injury anyway. So it's a nice one to look forward to, but he also thought he needed to bring in someone big in January as well, just to try. Even if the results don't follow from it, it looks like he's building towards something that people wanted. It might take a little bit of heat off him, but the 3 signings that he's made, I don't know, and so.
I don't know. Like the worst thing is that everyone keeps saying, "Oh, well, this isn't Potter's team, and he hasn't even had a transfer window." But he doesn't have experience at this level, signing that level of player and trying to attract that level of player, and especially when they're in such a position that they're in now, where the next 4 or 5 years looks bleak for Chelsea. So how is he supposed to even attract these players? The only person he's gonna attract is the likes of Trossard and the likes of fucking McAllister and all these Brighton players that, like, Chelsea is a big step up for them, and it's a big move. And that was exactly what it was for him as well. It was a massive step up. I just don't think he's experienced enough at this level to get at him from it.
Yeah, I know what that nail on the head. I don't think he even knows what his. Obviously, there's injuries there at the moment, but even if you had no injuries, I don't think he knows what his best 11 is, or what formation that best 11 plays, or who plays where in that 11. So injuries doesn't help, but he doesn't know himself, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a sad state of affairs. So, Paddy, sorry, we jumped off a little bit there. I know you're crying in the background there. Anything else to add on Manchester United?
Anyway.
He wasn't listening. He faded out. I seen him. He faded out. He did. We weren't talking about United, so he was asleep.
Far from crying, my friend. Far from crying. Oh no, I'm a very, very happy man. United do well. Ten Hag is the man. I'm very confident about Champions League football this season. And getting to a final at least. And anyway, I can't say we'll definitely win a cup, but we'll definitely get to a final, I think.
Don't know about that, controversial. Brian Irwin, Chelsea getting rolled for Felix, no place even for him in the squad. Panic buying. It is panic buying. At least it's a half decent panic buy. I don't mind when the half. Yeah, no, we need someone but
some money for 6 months, isn't it?
Yeah, it's scandalous. But
10 million plus wages.
Yeah, I mean it's like, talk about getting bent over for something like that. But look, Chelsea need to do something, because the way it's going, it's a horrendous. And all you can do is try to sign the best players that are available, because the fucking manager's not going to do anything about it. Paddy, anything else to add about United before we move on to Liverpool?
No, we're great.
Okay, Connor, talk to me. Liverpool. Talk to me about the situation. We seen it, but forget about the offside rule. What's the fucking story with there being no camera angles at Anfield? Can you just explain that one, please?
We were out playing golf yesterday, and we were talking about it as well. The fact that Sheffield Wednesday beat Newcastle, with both of their goals being offside, because there's no VAR in Hillsborough. It's on-field decisions, and they get away with it. And then you go to the grounds where they have VAR, and they can't even see all 22 players. Like, a bare minimum, VAR should be able to see every player on the pitch as a minimum. Like,
scandalous.
Or at least see the whole pitch. And if a player's off the pitch, fine, you might miss him, but it should be able to see the whole pitch. Like, even if it's not in line with the player, or if it's not in line and it's off, we can actually just see where players are.
But we were even saying that, that's in the corner. That's coming from a corner. It
came from there.
The most activity is in the corner, or it's like from that corner across the box. That's where you're going to get most of the activity from. And he still didn't have a fucking camera to pick that up.
Scandalous, because now we're VAR's supposed to cut all this out, and they were back on the word of the linesman. And it's even worse because we can't see what the linesman saw. It's all hearsay. So no, I was. That's the bare minimum. If you have cameras around the ground, pick up the fucking the pitch. Do you know it's pretty important, especially where the ball comes from. It's not the other end. It's not the goalkeeper having a fight down the other end of the pitch. Yeah. The ball comes from the corner. Have a camera that fucking sees it.
Yeah, exactly. Paddy, one in there for you.
Yeah, the goal. Great. I don't know where to sign
it. Read it out for our listeners there, Paddy.
Weghouse, the go. Jokes aside, Erik ten Hag, that good of a coach, will get tune out of him.
No, ETH is Ethereum, mate. It's Connor's Crypto Corner again.
Yeah. It's Connor's Crypto Corner is coming back.
Well, look, if he's getting clean sheets with Maguire in the team, anything is possible. So, yeah.
So Connor, sorry, or back onto Liverpool there. So we'll talk about the offside decision. Having looked at it and having kind of seen, to be honest with you, I actually think it's probably the right decision. I know the defender initially heads it out and then it hits off another defender, but he's kind of played it in that direction. And it's like he's taking a deflection, but
the rules are ridiculous. The defender makes an attempt to clear the ball. It's a new phase of play. So you don't gain an advantage from a previous offside. I hate it, especially as a goalkeeper. Your centre half doesn't head that ball if he's not in behind.
Exactly.
If he's not there, he lets it go through to the goalkeeper at the end of the play. I fucking hate the rule. But the rule is there. Again, it's not down to the referee on the pitch. It's down to FIFA and UEFA to actually try to get these rules right. I don't think it's correct, but the actual decision on the field is right.
This came up before, though, and it was Salah again last time, I think it was, where a defender, the ball had come across, a defender slid in to make the tackle, and Salah was in an offside position. And then the ball somehow breaks and blah, 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 whatever happened. Because I remember putting a video up on TikTok about it, saying that the rule needs to change on this. And it was the exact same thing where I like my argument was that defender doesn't necessarily can just let it run out of play. If he knows that he's offside, he can kind of let it go out of play. But if he thinks the defender's there, he then interferes with play because he's changing the decision of the defender and he has to make a different decision.
He gains an advantage. He makes the defender make the decision. That's an advantage from being offside. So it should be offside. I do remember that one. I can't remember who was against, but I know it was Liverpool as well. And the same thing came up with a slide tackle that bounced through. But I think we're going to be a while waiting for offside rule overhauls or handball rule overhauls. To be honest, I think they have what they have at the moment. They're just trying to automate it as much as possible. And I don't think we're not ever going to get a real change on it, but it's going to be a long way down. To me, it's offside. It should be offside because it forces the defender to play the ball. But by the letter of the law, I suppose it's not offside. But the law is stupid.
Talking about tactical genius. What about bringing fucking Van Dijk into my fancy football team this week for the first time this season, and he gets injured at halftime?
You kept it under wraps as well. It was only Boris picked it up.
Yeah, I know. I didn't say that, and I was literally, it was hilarious because I put a video up on TikTok and I was saying that he's the most overrated defender in Premier League history, which I still stand by. But then I'm after putting him into my team, like, you know, I'm like, fuck, I'll throw him in there, you know, like, it's a win-win really. If he doesn't do well, I'm kind of like,
have the armband on,
like, yeah, oh yeah, I had the armband on. Yeah, the armband triggers everybody. It's great to see. So Connor, recently, like, Liverpool have really been struggling to keep clean sheets. And I put up a thing there, another triggering video for Liverpool fans about Ederson and Alisson. You're going to write me off straight away, are you? Alisson's 10 times the keeper Ederson is?
He's not 10 times the keeper, no. If they're both in the team, I'd still probably pick Alisson over him. Because
better shot stopper.
He's busier. I think if a goalkeeper is busier, they're prone to make more saves and look better, but they're also prone to more mistakes at the same time. And let's be honest, Alisson has been busier this season than probably he's ever been for Liverpool.
Defensively, though, like Van Dijk obviously being injured, do you think, like, he hasn't been great this season? Let's call a spade a spade. It's not been his best season. Do you think that you are going to massively suffer now? Is he more of a leader as well, where you're going to lose that, where he kind of dictates people around the pitch, or do you think you'll be okay without him?
Well, I don't think it's going to help him not being there. He hasn't been, as you said, it hasn't been what he's been previously this season. But I think, like we talked about it before, and for me, it stems from midfield. I don't think no matter who you put into that back four, they're forced to be playing so high with no pressure in front of them. I don't think anyone's going to step into that and play well. But yeah, you're going to miss some kind of leadership. I think we saw at the weekend that the two fullbacks went on holidays even more than they're used to. I just don't think there's probably someone there at centre half, Matip or Kanat there, are forcing people back. The amount of times Andy Robertson got caught out of position against Wolves the weekend, and you think you're up against Adama Traore, at least try keep yourself goal side as much as possible because you know what he's going to do. He's just going to run. So the amount of times that, and in fairness to Kanat, he played well because he played most of the game at left full because he had to do the cover for him. But yeah, it's not going to help. But is it the same as missing Van Dijk 3 years ago when Pickford put him out for 9 months? I don't think so.
Yeah. Just one in there for you, Connor.
Now, is he talking about, I don't know if it's Matthias Nunes or if he's making a joke that Darwin Nunes is so bad he played for Wolves?
Read her out there anyway and tell us what you think.
Nunes 27 for Wolves look very good. Effortless at times, already improving under new coach at Wolves. Liverpool look miles off, over relying on Salah. Matthias Nunes is linked to Liverpool in the summer, which is good and bad. Bad that they could have bought him for 10 million in the summer and they pulled out of it because it was too much money. And now they want to buy him for 41 million for a buyout clause, which is great. Mint business.
Great business.
Mint business. But yeah,
over reliant on Salah though. What do you think of that one?
So obviously Gakpo played at the weekend. He didn't when he was on the ball, he looked good, but he didn't get a lot of the ball. I think I said it here when he signed initially. I would like to see him play through the centre and put Nunes out wide. Nunes will do the donkey work, and in fairness, he does. He puts
as a mascot, out. Like
what?
As a mascot.
On the sideline.
He does the donkey work because he has the ability of a donkey.
Yeah.
But no, he'll run the channel, and then because at stages I felt like Robertson was so high up, Gakpo was in his position, and Nunes drifts out to the left. So there was like 3 of them holding hands doing ring a rosy, and there was nobody in the box. So I would like maybe to see Gakpo play to the centre, try go out and out number 9, and then let the horse run the channel and give the ball to somebody else. It's got a great goal, obviously, at the weekend, but 1 out of
what about him, like,
is great.
What about him consistently doing that? And
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
What what? How do you defend that when someone says to you like, "Oh, he's shy," and you kind of we know he's not like extremely shy. He's a shy finisher, but like he is a busybody and he gets himself around, throws himself around. Like, how can you defend the fact that he was bought to score goals and he's doing that type of shit?
There's no that's why I'm saying put him out wide. Don't have him doing the scoring goals. But I do agree that he does cause chaos. I don't think people like playing against him, but they're not exactly fearing for their lives when he goes through 1-on-1 at the end of the day. So I say you can still do damage. We can put him out wide. He's got 5 or 6 assists already this season, all from the left-hand side of crossing the ball in or pulling the ball back. So let him drift out there. He naturally drifts out there when he's playing up front. So just put instructions on the new big man who, from what I've seen, again, is a decent finisher of the ball from the World Cup and from previous. So stick him at 9 and see what happens.
Fair enough. Connor, or that incident was against Watford. Remember with the defender sliding? Yeah, it's against Watford. Right, lads. I suppose we'll move on to the fancy football. We're gonna have a look and see how we're all standing. Paddy, you have some big kind of strides happening for the Beyond the Ball main one, so we'll have a look at that now.
As you cut me off there, I'm just winning all over the place this week.
Yeah, well, I cut you off on purpose because I knew you were going to fucking say that. Right, lads, I'll go through the fancy football teams. We'll see how we done this week, and we will have a quick look at the league as well to get an update. So I got 59 points. The average was 43, so not a bad week for me, lads. I do still have Kepa to play against Fulham away. Not holding any hopes for a clean sheet there. As you can see, I have Van Dijk in there, who, let's be honest, not the best substitution in the world to bring in. Went off injured at halftime, so I got a big fat 0 for that. I have Trippier and I have White there, so 7 and 8 between them, which was good. Almiron, 2 points. I don't know if he's been scoring that many since after the World Cup, has he? I don't fucking think so. I had Rashford as captain. Paddy, are you proud of me with that one?
Yeah, smart move.
Yeah,
finally seeing a bit of sense. Right.
Salah 2 points, Martinelli 2, and then I have Andreas Pereira, who has 1 point, but he still has to play Chelsea, so he'll probably get another 8. And then I have Kane up top, who got 16, and Haaland, who got 2. On the bench, I have Edward, Williams, and Dalot. Dalot played a full match. or has he come back?
No, he came back. He'll be playing now
Okay.
from now on.
Right, grand. Right, we'll have a look at Paddy's team now.
I'll
Actually,
go to
we'll have a
me
look
and
at
let Paddy have the glory.
Yeah, we'll have a look at Connor.
64.
Connor, oh, that fucking hell! Right,
I've
talk
been
us through
rejected.
it.
Yeah, sure. Scroll down. Oh, Nick Pope. Yeah, what a shout that was. Click on that 10. Did he save a penalty? Oh, he saved a penalty, did he? No, he didn't. Just made some saves.
Clean sheet and then some bonus points.
Fair play to him. Connor Cody got me 0 deadly. Fabian Schär obviously with the clean sheet then as well. Cancelo came off at half time. Salibia clean sheet. Where Arsenal do best. Kevin De Bruyne 3 points. Oh, there's where my points came from. Almiron did nothing. Fuck him. Trossard out. Harry Kane. I think was that 2 or was that a hat trick? It was 2, wasn't it?
Two, I believe.
2 and an
2
assist.
goals and an assist.
Yeah, he was ruthless in the end actually. So fair play to Harry. Looks like he's back scoring. Delighted I left him as captain for the last couple of weeks. I think Trossard will be out again, or he didn't get a yellow, or
he didn't. He didn't play. So Pereira's going to be coming.
Pereira's come in then for the 1 plus the 8 against Chelsea.
Plus
and,
the 8 against Chelsea.
That'll be a nice week.
Yeah, fair play. That was a good scoring week. Paddy, talk to me here.
73.
You're right, Paddy, isn't it?
Huh? Yeah. Ederson in goal, got 8 points. Trippier, very reliable as a defender. Gets you the points every week. Castagna, I brought him in because it was the only money I had left when I made a couple of changes in the rest of the squad because I brought Son in. Didn't do great, as you can see. So he'll be doing well. Son, few points. Odegaard, Martinelli didn't do great, but Rashford as my captain done okay. Should have picked Kane, really, looking at it. Then you've got Haaland and Martial up front, not doing much, but again, a healthy 75 points.
Where did you get your 75 from? Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, the 3 8s there, isn't it?
Did you say you brought Son in and he didn't really do much and he has 8 points?
No, he was talking about Castagna. I was thinking the same thing. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, and then he said it.
Yeah. But yeah, so big moves since the restart of it after the World Cup. So I think in our one, we moved from 50 to 17th, and I'm starting to pull away in our one as well. So
well, let's have a look. Let's have a look at our table actually, because you're sitting on top with 1,101 points. I'm 1,054, and Connor's behind with 963. Yeah, it's not looking great. I think Paddy might be.
That's not much.
Slight favourite.
50 points is not much.
It's not for now. Lads, we'll have a look at the Beyond the Ball one and see who's riding high. I know Oisin Kane has been top for a while. I wonder is he still there? And he is. He had 61 points. He's 1193. Collie Lamb is second with 1185. Dean Fletcher 1168. Anto O'Rourke 1148. Conor Ennis with Hiya in 1148. Callum Orfield 1144. Alan Donovan in 1141. Johnny Murphy 1139. Sonny McGreevy 1137. And in 10th position, Darren Stone 1134. And there's Francis Bellardi in 1133 in 11th. So yeah, lads, all to play for. We're only about halfway through the season now at this stage, so still about the same amount of points up for grabs. So plenty can change. We'll move on to the fixtures for the weekend, lad. I can't see me fucking screen because I'm blind as a bat. So yeah, we'll move into it now. I need to move that fucking video because I have it buried down the bottom. It's gone back up to the top.
That was.
Yeah. Right, lads. First game is Fulham and Chelsea, for fuck's sake. Chelsea are away. Fulham are at home. Are shy.
Inspirational.
Do you know what, lads? Is this a terrible thing to say? I hope Chelsea lose this match. Is that a terrible thing for me to say?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
it?
because I don't think he'll lose his job. I don't think it'll be the. Yeah, I don't think he'll still be there after it.
But this one has potential for us to lose the job if we get spanked. I think.
No, I don't think. I think he'll still see the season out. But if you finish 10th, I think he will lose his job.
Do you see?
Would you
But then I'm
accept
like, why do we
finishing
wait
10th
that
and
long?
nothing, Collie?
What?
Would you accept finishing 10th this season and winning nothing for him to get the sack?
No. I want to sack him now and finish
No,
sixth.
that's not an option. That's not an option.
Well, then I don't have a choice, do I?
Well, would you rather him do well in the meantime and maybe get to 4th or 5th, or would you rather him just plummet, finish?
Well, I'd rather him get
30th,
4th and then get sacked. But he won't get sacked if he gets 4th. But no, look at the heartbreaking thing is just the fact that we're going to be in. I'm saying we're going to be in Europa as if like we're going to get Europa. We're not getting Europa. Like we're going to be in fucking the conference if even. We probably won't have any European football at this stage.
Celtic.
And of course Celtic. But like, I don't know, lads. I just think that if we lose 3 games in a row, I think we have this one and then we have Palace. If we lost both of them games, to me, that's there's no return from that. And I think the Chelsea fans are already on the case because did you see them singing Thomas Tuchel's name at the last match against City? When we were 3-0 down, they start singing, "We've got Super Tommy Tuchel," which is sad to see, but it's also great because that shows me that the fans are now getting pissed off and are going to start voicing their opinion, which I need them to do. So if you're a Chelsea fan, go on to Stamford Bridge, voice your opinion, please. And make sure it's the same opinion as me. Lads, what score do we see this match being, Connor?
Part of the bounce back 2-0 Chelsea. Who's fit? Shit. Conor Gallagher. Because I don't know if anyone else is fit or not.
Yeah, okay. Paddy, what do you think?
2-2.
Scorer?
Pereira is going to get the first one.
Lads, what do I do? See, what do I do here now? Do I say Chelsea are going to win? And if they do win, I look deadly. And if they don't win, I get what I want.
You won't look deadly either way, so just say whatever. I'm
going to say 2-1. I'm going to just start this as if like it's a fresh thing. Lads, I'm very confident. 2-1 to Chelsea. And I'm going to say Pulisic to score. Oh no, he's injured, isn't he? Fuck, I'll have to do that again.
Start again.
I'll do it again.
What do you mean live?
We're live, yeah. Lads, very confident about this one. 2-1 win for Chelsea. Bounce back, Potter's class. Always said it. And it's going to be a Thiago Silva header. And 2-1 Chelsea.
Gianluca Vialli.
Oh, lads, what a legend. I'm sorry, he was one of my favourite footballers fucking growing up and he died. I know it's fucking wasn't a great way to say it there, but like one of the reasons actually one of my favourite players, like the main reason I supported Chelsea is because of Ruud Gullit, and then him and Vialli always had this kind of connection. I think he gave John Terry his debut. Am I right in saying that?
You should know. He's your idol.
He gave someone their debut. I can't remember who the fuck it was. But yeah, what a legend Vialli was. I was sad when I seen the news. So we'll move off that, lads, before I start crying. And on to the next one, Paddy. Man City versus Manchester United. I know I said that the wrong way around, but United are at home. How do you see this one going?
I think United will win it. Just win it.
Big statement.
I'm going to go for a 2-1 win. And I'm going to go for Haaland to score first.
Oh, you get a nice little scorecast on that one, wouldn't you? Connor, what do you think is going to happen in this match?
Nervy game, I think. I think either one wants to lose, especially City after. Obviously, they've been beating Chelsea, but they haven't strung results together like City are used to. And I know United won't want to lose it either, so I'm going to say 1-1. And I'm going to say Haaland as well.
Very good. Do you think there's something going on with the likes of Walker and Cancelo? Because Cancelo hasn't been playing for a while now. I don't know if he's only back from injury or what it was, but like he hasn't been playing consistently. Do you think there's something going on there?
I think there's something going on. It is
a bit strange.
I think he's looking at the amount of fixtures that he wants to have this season. To be honest, I think Pep did something very similar this time last year, and they had a break, and now he's seeing a World Cup, and they're only back in from the World Cup. So I'd like to think it's probably just a bit of rotation. But at the end of the day, he needs to start getting like consistent results again if he wants to challenge and wants to push Arsenal. Really, so.
Yeah, it's getting depressing watching Arsenal up there because it's like this Leicester thing where we're all waiting for them to fall, but they don't seem to be falling. So it's like we're getting squeaky bum time here. Where look, what are they 5 points ahead? I think if City can beat them, so City will have to play them again. That's down to 2 points, and they're not going to win every game. So I think City are more likely to win more games than they are for the rest of the season. We're gonna shoot myself in the foot saying that, but
they're more likely to win more games so far this season as well. They didn't do that.
This is true. Yeah, this is very true. Lads, the score prediction on this one, I think Manchester United are going to win this one, Paddy. And I'm going to say it's going to be 2-0 to Manchester United.
An easy 2-0.
Yeah, you always do this.
An easy 2-0 for Manchester United here.
On them or something like that.
An easy 2-0 here. And a worldie from Marcus Rashford is coming up as well. So watch this space.
United 60% plus possession as well.
Yeah, United are going to dominate possession. Martinez is going to have the game of his life against Haaland. He's going to beat him in every single.
We're going to lose, okay?
He's going to beat him in every single aerial battle that's available, and it's going to be great. That is actually a battle I'm looking forward to seeing. To be fair, right, next one, lads. Brighton and Liverpool. Connor, what do you think?
I would love to say Liverpool 1-0, but I'm not keeping a clean sheet. Let's be real here. So it's not going to be a clean sheet. I think Liverpool only win if they'll start 2 goals down and they need to score, but they basically need to go into this game and score 3 goals to win, I think. And I think they're going to do that. So I'm going to say 3-2 Liverpool and the horse.
Ooh, the horse.
Back on the horse.
Paddy, what do you think?
I think they're going to get beaten 2-0.
Do you know what, Paddy, right? I hate when United are winning. You're just a smug individual, and the smile on your face now just says it all. It's just disgusting.
Your face.
Hold on, look, I'm just giving my expert opinion here. If you look at my fantasy football position, I do know a bit about football. You know what I'm saying?
17th.
Yeah. Fourth in our league. Fourth out of us 3, motherfucker.
Well,
motherfucker.
Okay.
I'm just
so actually, I wanted to ask you earlier on when you were talking about Liverpool.
Motherfucker.
So when is Klopp going, or when do you think he should go?
On his holidays. Usually the break is in like April or so.
Oh, come on,
go away for a week.
What a fall from grace this season, and it doesn't look like there's any upturn, and he's just giving excuses. Like, how long do you give it? So I'm not trying to wind you up. I'm not trying to wind you up. He's playing very bad this season.
You said Brighton 2-0, and Liverpool have scored a goal in their last 25 games.
Okay.
That
means nothing to me. On your recent form, I'm still going to say 2-0.
Okay.
Hold on, Connor, right? Because you're dodging that question. How bad can we let this get for Klopp? He doesn't get sacked at all, does he?
I think he does eventually, but I wouldn't put them out of it. They lost against Brentford last week, fine. They were unbeaten in 8 before that. They drew in the cup at the weekend. They're still in the cup. So,
and I suppose if Liverpool are selling up, why would they sack the manager? Because they'd have to buy out his contract then, needlessly.
I'd say it's a lot of money as well.
Yeah, it is.
To buy out, and it is needless. They're saying that what I did love was when they played against Wolves, he did wear a New York Yankees hat.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So maybe the owners want him out of the club now at this stage. But I just thought that was a nice fuck you.
That's absolute shit house. Yeah, that's fine. I actually respect the shit out of him for that. Right. Did we all give score predictions on this match?
Yeah. Did you?
Okay. I'm going to say a nice, easy 2-1 win for Liverpool. Yeah, and Gakpo with the score.
Gakpo.
Right, lads, the last one of the week is another Chelsea match. For fuck's sake.
Chelsea games.
Fucking
It's like
4
Christmas
Chelsea
again.
games we've had to talk about
Yeah.
tonight.
It's like Christmas.
Chelsea and Palace, lads. I'm just going to jump in there. I'm going to say 1-1. Chelsea aren't going to win. And Raheem the Dream. No, he's injured.
He's injured, yeah.
Mason Mount to score. Paddy, what do you think?
I'm gonna go for a 0-0 draw.
Yeah. Not surprised. Excuse me. And Connor?
Sorry, what did you say for Chelsea's other game, Collie? The Fulham.
2-1 to Chelsea. Proudly.
Oh, so they're getting points out of. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I will say 2-0 Chelsea. And
Interesting.
Havertz.
Interesting, but wrong. Oh, it's so fucking lads. I don't know how long I can keep going doing this podcast when I'm looking at Paddy's fucking stupid smile. Every time I look at the screen, I just see Paddy's face.
And Paddy's camera this week makes him have extra rosy cheeks as well, which makes him look really happy.
Yeah. I think
feel
we
like
should
Santi.
I think we should maybe give the podcast a break until United are shit again. So maybe 2 or 3 weeks. Maybe 2 or 3 weeks before Ten Hag shoots himself in the foot with the power hungry.
Yeah, because he's a control freak. Yeah,
he is. He's a fucking
the only thing he can
freak.
pick at, like that shows how good we are at the moment.
Hold on a second now. Harry Maguire is always content. All right, so don't say I have nothing to
last
pick
time
at.
he started.
Nah, yeah, but he also passed it to the corner flag.
Still clean sheet. Clean sheet.
Right, lads, we're wrapping it up there. It's been emotional. Paddy, thanks for joining me this week.
Thank you very much.
And Connor, nice one.
Cheers, boys.
Right, if you haven't subscribed already, what you doing? 80% of people that watch this podcast are not subscribed, and if you're one of them, you're a disgrace. You're a disgrace to the podcast. Your family are disappointed in you.
Does that mean 5 people watch it and
and only one? Yeah, it's probably me dad as well. So yeah, look, if you are watching it on YouTube, if you're listening on Spotify, if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, head over to YouTube, hit subscribe. Go to TikTok as well, because I'm putting some beautiful triggering videos up there lately, and it's great to see. And I wear my captain's armband, and people just don't like it, and I'm gonna keep doing it. So yeah, that's it, lads. We'll be back maybe next Tuesday, 8 p.m. We'll see. Might be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Could be either one. But we'll be back then, and we'll talk to everybody next week.